Okay, let's have these questions, which are exam sample questions. The first question, it is of 2021, and the question is of question number 22b. The question is, the diagram below shows the graph of y is equal to open bracket x negative x plus 2 another bracket x minus 5. The graph cuts the x-axis at A and B. This is A, this is B. The question is, find the coordinates of points A and B. Find the coordinates of the point A and B. Remember, we said to find the coordinates of A and B, let me answer it from here. We said it is the x-coordinate or the x-intercept. So the x-intercept is found by saying negative b plus or minus the root of b squared minus 4ac everything over 2a. Now what is our a? In that case, what is our b and what is our c? So we have to find the value of a, the value of b, and the value of c. How are we going to find the value of a? We can't guess here. Remember, the value of a is supposed to be squared. So this means that we have to expand this. We are going to say y is equal to negative x times x. We are going to have x squared. Negative x times negative 5. We are going to have positive 5x. Then 2 times x. We are going to have positive 2x. Then 2 times negative 5, we are going to have negative 10. These two are like terms. So y is equal to negative x squared plus 7x minus 10. Which one is our a there? Our a is negative 1. What is our b? Our b is 7. And our c is negative 10. So now we are going to substitute. So we are going to have x is equal to negative 7, because this is negative, our b is 7, plus or minus the root of 7 squared minus 4 open bracket, we have negative 1. Then the other one is negative 10. Then everybody over 2 and negative 1 like that. So x is equal to negative 7 plus or minus the root of 7 squared. What is 7 squared? We have 49. So it will be 49 minus what is 10? 4 times 1, it is 4 times 10, it will be 40. So it will be minus 40. Why minus 40? Because this negative times negative there, it becomes positive. Positive times this negative there, it becomes negative. So that is what we have. Let me bring my camera here so that we see it clearly. So over negative 2. So x will be negative 7 plus or minus the root of 9, everything divided by negative 2. So I will say our x is equal to negative 7 plus or minus 3 over negative 2. So our x now will be negative 7 plus 3 over negative 2, or negative 7 minus 3 over negative 2. And our answer will be, this one will be negative 4 over negative 2, or negative 10 over negative 2. The value of x will be, this one it will be 2 or we have 5 there. 2 or 5. 2 or 5 are the values of x. 2 and 5 are the values of x. What do we do now? So since those are the values of x, what are we going to do? Our interest is to find the coordinates of A, and which is x comma y, and also the coordinates of B, which is x comma y. Now, which one is our A? Our A is this. So the A is to the left side. By the way, this one is supposed to be a 0 here. The A, it is to the left side of B, and the B is to the right side of B. In other way around, when you have a Cartesian or a number line, after 0, all the numbers to the right are greater than the numbers to the left. So meaning the B, the value of, I'll start with A. The value of A, our value of A in that case, it will be, the value of A, it will carry 2. So it will be 2, comma, what is the value of B? The value of, the value of A, it will be 2, comma 0. And coming to B, the value of B will be 5, comma 0. Why am I writing comma 0? This is because the value of y along the x-axis is always 0. The value of y along x-axis is 0. So that is what we have. Let us go to question number Roman numeral 2. Question number Roman numeral 2. The question is, find the maximum value of y. Remember, the maximum, it is the turning point. It is the turning point of the graph. How do we find the maximum? We find the maximum by using the same formula we have. Okay, let us just go direct. The maximum will be found by using the formula 4ac minus b squared, everything over 4a. That is the formula we have to find the maximum of the turning point. That is the formula we have to find the maximum of the turning point. Remember, our A, we said is -1. Our B is 7. Our C is -10. So we are going to say y is equal to 4, -1, our C, which is -10, minus our B is 7 squared, everybody or everything over 4 open bracket, we have -1. So our y will be equal to 4 times everything, it will be 40 minus 49, because 7 squared is 49, over -4. So our y is equal to, the value there, it will be -9, so it will be -9 over -4. So 4 into 9, it goes +2, because this is negative, positive. Positive 2.25. So this is the answer we have for the maximum value of y. That is the maximum value of y. Let us look at another last example or exam question. So there is this question of 2019. The question is, the function y is equal to x in the brackets, x plus in the bracket, y is equals to, open bracket, x plus 1, another bracket, x minus 2. Sketch the graph of the function in the answer space below. the answer space below. Number 2, find the maximum value of y. You find the maximum value of y. Those are the 2 questions we have. How are we going to answer these questions? We are going to, let's have the solution. By the way, it is saying in the find the sketch the graph of the function in the answer space below. There is something like this in the answer space. This is the way it was. So now you sketch the graph. Now how do we sketch the graph? We sketch the graph by first finding the, I will say A. We have to find the x values, the roots. Then number B, we have to find the y-intercept. Y-intercept. After finding the y, then C, we have to find the turning point. The turning point of the graph we are going to do. Then once we do that, it means that we are done with sketching. Just a matter of now connecting those points. So we'll start with the x values. We are going to say x is equal to negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac everything over 2a. Let us expand that one. I will expand it from there. Our y is equal to x times x to be x squared. Then x times that one it will be negative 2x. Then 1 times x it will be plus x. 1 times negative 2 it will be negative 2. These two are like terms. What is negative 2 plus 1 or negative 2x plus x? The answer is negative x. So there I'll just write minus x. Then here I'll say minus 2. This is what we have. So in this case, our A is 1, comma, our B is negative 1, our C is negative 2. So we are going to say x is equal to negative 1 plus or minus the root of our b is negative 1 squared minus 4, open bracket, we have 1. Then our c is negative 2. Everything over our a is 1. So that is what we have. So we are going to have x is equal to 1 plus or minus the root of 1 plus 8. Okay, then we say over 2. So our value of x, it is 1 plus or minus the square root of 9 over 2. Our x is equal to 1 plus or minus 3 over 2, which is equal to, we are going to have 1 plus 3 over 2 or 1 minus 3 over 2. So our x is equal to 4 over 2 or negative 2 over 2. So our x will be 2 or negative 1. These are the values of x. These are the values of x. Therefore these are the values of x. We have known this is the value of x. Now let us now go to y-intercept. Remember, this one is my small a. We are just sketching. My b now, the y-intercept, it is found by saying y is equal to 4 minus not 4, but 4ac minus b squared over 4ac. So our y will be, what is our 4a? What is our 4a, so it will be 4 open bracket, our a is 1, our c is -2, then minus our b is -1, so it will be -1 squared, everybody over 4, 1, then -2. So our answer there, it will be 4 times everything here, it will be -8 minus 1, because -1 squared is +1. Everything over -8. So our answer will be -9 over 8. -8, which will be +9 over 8. How many times does 8 go into 9? It goes 1.1. We just put 1.1. So we are going to have 1.1. What else is missing? What else is missing there now? We now need to find another way around. Since we found our x to be +2 and -1, so this one I will name it as -1. This one is -2. This one here is +1. This is +2. There it can be +3. So since it's negative, so it is -1 and +2. +2 is at this point. -1, it is at that point. What is our y-intercept? Is it our intercept? This is not the answer we have just found here. It is not y-intercept. I'll call it, it is the turning point. It is the value of y at the turning point. This is the value of the y at the turning point. So let me also put this one as my 1. We have the 2. It can even go up to the 3 there. It will depend. Okay. So this is what we have. Then the bottom there, I can have 1. I can have 2. I can have 3 like this. So this is what we have. Now, the point at this is the y-intercept. Not the y-intercept, but the value of y at the turning point. So where is y? It is 1.1. Now, what is the value of x? So to find the value of x, we are going to say x is equal to -b over 2a. So which will be negative. What is our b? Our b is -1 over 2 times a is 1. So we are going to have 1 over 2. And 1 over 2 is the same as saying 0.5. So we now have 0.5, 1.1. So 0.5, it is somewhere here. So 1.1, it can be somewhere there. So this is the turning point. That is the turning point. So our graph will still pass there. Now the other question is, what is the y-intercept? What is the y-intercept? The y-intercept is -2. The y-intercept is -2. The y-intercept is -2. So the y-intercept, our intercept, it will be there. So what is now let us now sketch this graph. So we are sketching it. So the sketching now will be okay. This question, it's like it has got an error. There is an error when I was picking some values. It could be that this part here, it was negative. It was x minus that. Nevertheless, the whole idea, it is to get the concept. The y-intercept, it is -2 because there is a plus there. Okay, so if this is the y-intercept, meaning our turning point, it can't be here. Okay, it's supposed to be somewhere, even this side here. Let us assume our turning point, it is here. What am I trying to say? Of course, our turning point, we have found here negative 0.5 and also 1.1. So if the turning point is this side here, meaning our graph will be like this. This is our graph. This is the way it will be. X minus 1, then x minus 2. Okay, but not minus there. There we have a plus. This is how our graph will be. Now, what is the question? Actually, it is not even making sense. The question is, because the question number 2 is finding the maximum. Finding the maximum, meaning the graph was like this. So what is our, let us see where we have made some errors. So we go to the same, so it will be like this. This is the way our graph will be. It will be like that. So now it will be like this. The reason is because of the question, find the maximum. The maximum is supposed to be on top. Now, what is the maximum value of y? The maximum value of y, it is the value of y at the turning point. So the answer for question number B will be 9 over 8. This is what we got there. That is the maximum value of y. Y is equal to 9 over 8, or you change it so that it becomes a mixed fraction. Otherwise, this is what we have, and we are going to have the last question in the next video.